6:22 on this Monday. It's time for today's talker. We could have said this script multiple times, and it involves quarterback Aaron Rodgers again.
Shocker.
Okay, so this is why we're talking about it. ESPN's Adam Schefter is reporting that his league sources are telling him that the Green Bay Packers are ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers in a possible offseason trade.
It's a little juicy. The trade could be driven by financial reasons. This also might be a sign that the team is ready to turn the football over to Jordan Love, of course. Rodgers, though, is guaranteed $59.5 million this year. So, yay, nay, is he going to go? Are they going to let him go? Still.
I was just looking up, so our producer this morning sent us this email, right, about this story, and this is in an NBC Sports article, and this is the quote. This gives the Packers plenty of time to find a trade partner and gives Rodgers plenty of time to meditate in the wilderness, drink those special teas, or do whatever he needs to do to determine his next step.
Shady.
I know. What? Listen, I don't have any problem with his meditation and being in the wilderness. That's all great, but I feel like this is something that's going to drag on to the very last minute.
Well, they got to deal with the salary cap issue, and that's going to be an issue if they want to build a team. And Rodgers said he didn't want to be part of a rebuild team, right? Or part of rebuilding the team.
Yeah, rebuilding.
So
I think this might be
it.
See? That's just my prediction.
I know. I kind of feel like that, too.
Yeah.
It might be it. Might be the end.
We've said that every year, so we'll see what happens.
That's why I think we're the closest to it. I don't know.
All right, let's talk about someone who has been kind of guaranteed. Giannis. In other sports news this morning, Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks dominated the shorthanded New Orleans Pelicans Sunday night, 135-110. Giannis had arguably one of his best games of the season, scoring 50 points and pulling in 13 boards in just 30 minutes.
Wow, this marks the first time in his career having multiple 50-plus point games in the same season after scoring his career-high 55 points earlier this month. The Bucks have now won 4 straight and are 2.5 games behind the Boston Celtics for the top spot in the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee hits the hardwood again Tuesday at Fiserv Forum when they host the Charlotte Hornets at 7 p.m.
Wow.
Bucks doing really well.
Giannis, obviously.
Giannis doing well.
Yeah, Giannis not going anywhere, invested in this community. You know, Rodgers is invested in the Bucks too, so I mean, he's here in some form or another, whether he stays or goes.
But going back to Giannis, he's just such an incredible player.
Yeah.
I mean, just both on the court and off the court. Every time he does so much for the community, and every time he takes off his shoes and gives it to a little kid, you can't help but smile. But he's just an incredible player, and so happy to have him here in Milwaukee.
And a good person. I think his personality is what people are.
I saw an interview with him after the game yesterday, and he just said, you know, I'd had a slump there, and so did the team, right? And he's like, I figure I've got my mojo back, and I'm ready to go. So, speaking of sports.